There is a part of you that you have never been introduced to, a part that controls more of your life than you realize. It influences who you choose to love, how you react when you are angry, why certain people trigger you, and why some patterns in your life just never seem to change. This part of you is called your shadow, and until you face it, it will run your life from the background without you ever knowing. The shadow is a concept introduced by psychologist Carl Jung. He described it as the unconscious part of your personality, everything you have pushed down, hidden, denied, or been told was unacceptable. As children, we learn quickly what gets us love and what gets us rejection. We hide the parts that were criticized, punished, or ignored. We bury our anger, our sadness, our neediness, our boldness, our sensitivity. Those buried parts do not disappear, they go underground, and they become your shadow. Every single human being on this planet has one. The most kind, spiritual, and self-aware people you know have a shadow. The difference is whether you are aware of it or not. An ignored shadow controls you silently. An examined shadow becomes one of your greatest sources of wisdom, strength, and freedom. How do you know your shadow is running things? Watch for these signs. You get disproportionately angry at small things. Someone cuts you off in traffic, and you are furious for an hour. That reaction is rarely about the traffic. You judge certain people intensely. The things that bother us most in others are often reflections of what we cannot accept in ourselves. You self-sabotage. You get close to success, love, or happiness, and then unconsciously destroy it. That is shadow work territory. You repeat the same patterns, same toxic relationships, same dead-end situations, different faces, same story. Here is where most people get shadow work wrong. They think the shadow is the bad part of them, something to be defeated or destroyed. It is not. Your shadow contains your rage, but also your passion, your jealousy, but also your ambition, your neediness, but also your capacity for deep love, your fear, but also your survival instinct. Jung said that in the shadow is pure gold. The parts of yourself you rejected did not stop being valuable. They just went into hiding. Shadow work is not about destroying these parts. It is about bringing them home. Shadow work is the practice of deliberately exploring your unconscious, the parts of yourself you have hidden, denied, or never examined. It is done through journaling, therapy, meditation, deep, honest self-reflection, and sometimes through triggers themselves, because every time something makes you react strongly, your shadow is leaving you a clue. It is not comfortable work. It will bring up things you would rather not look at, but it is some of the most transformative inner work a human being can do. Step 1. Start with your triggers. For 1 week, notice every time you have a strong emotional reaction to something. Anger, jealousy, shame, disgust, irritation. Write it down, what happened, what you felt. And then ask this question honestly, where have I felt this before? Usually the trigger is pointing to something old, something unhealed. Step 2. Use these shadow work journal prompts. What qualities in other people bother me the most? And do I have any of those qualities myself? What am I most afraid people would think of me if they really knew me? What parts of myself did I learn to hide as a child? What emotions do I judge as weak or wrong? What do I want but feel ashamed to admit? Sit with these questions. Write without editing yourself. The truth that makes you uncomfortable is exactly where the gold is. Step 3. Talk to your shadow directly. This might sound strange, but it is a powerful technique rooted in Jungian therapy. Close your eyes. Imagine the part of you that feels most shameful or hidden. Give it a form. Let it speak. Ask it, what do you need? What are you trying to protect me from? What do you want me to know? You may be surprised by what comes up. Often the shadow is not a monster. It is a wounded younger version of you that never got what it needed. Step 4. Integration. Integration means bringing the shadow into the light. Not to act on every impulse, but to acknowledge, accept, and understand these parts of yourself. When you feel jealous, instead of pushing it down, you say, I notice I feel jealous. What is this telling me about what I want or fear? When you feel rage, instead of suppressing it, you ask, what boundary has been crossed? What do I need? You stop fighting yourself. You start listening to yourself. That is integration. When you commit to shadow work, something remarkable happens. Your relationships improve because you stop projecting your wounds onto other people. Your triggers lose their power because you understand where they come from. You make choices from clarity instead of fear. You stop repeating the same painful patterns. You access parts of yourself that were locked away. Creativity, confidence, passion, authentic expression. You become more whole, more real, more free. Shadow work is not a weekend exercise, it is a lifelong practice. There will be moments where it feels overwhelming, where you uncover things that are painful to look at, where you need support. If trauma comes up, please work with a therapist or counselor. Shadow work can open deep wounds, and a trained professional can help you heal them safely. You do not have to do this alone. In fact, the bravest thing you can do is ask for help. Carl Jung once said that until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. You are not a victim of your patterns. You are not doomed to repeat your past. You are not your wounds. But you have to be willing to look. The shadow is not your enemy. It is the part of you that has been waiting the longest to finally come home. Do the work. Face yourself and discover that the person you were hiding from was worth knowing all along.